and welcome to Hedgehog Hollow, and welcome to the first Whimsy Wednesday as part of the Whimsy design team. I'm so excited to be here and sharing weekly inspiration with you. Today we're creating a lovely Christmas card. We're using some super wow embossing powder that has so much sparkle to it. We're going to be embossing our sentiment and adding this gorgeous red accent bow as well. So let's get started. So today I'm going to be using the Whimsy Snow Flurry stamp set. It's a new Whimsy stamp set for this month. And there are coordinating dies, although today we're going to be doing a 1-layer stamping piece. That is this option for you as well. So I've already picked off some of the stamps that I want to use. I already have them here. So I've got all the different snowflakes. I've got Snow One Like You for my sentiment. And I've already pre-cut a card piece for my layering. So this piece is 3 3/4 by 5 inches. And I'm going to be using my Misty because it makes this process so much easier. You can also use the Tim Holtz stamp platform, which you all know that I love. And I'm going to first of all position everything where I want it, and then we can stamp it in stages. But let's start working out where we would like it. Pick up all our pieces. So I'm going to have my sentiment fairly high up, somewhere around here probably. Probably like this. I'm going to use my Misty corners to make sure that this is straight. Move our snowflakes out the way. And this is just a piece of grid paper that you may have seen the video previously where I use this. I'm just getting my craft pick just to hold this in place. Make sure. That, and then let's do the One Like You. So as long as your cardstock's in this corner and then you're using your Misty corner, you can make sure your sentiments are straight. And I want this one to kind of interlock a little bit. So there's my sentiment. I'm going to stamp that out first of all, and then we can add our snowflakes around it. So to pick this up, and for my sentiment I'm going to be using some black embossing powder. I'm using my VersaMark, my EK Success, and I'm going to put the powder all over because we're going to be stamping all over on this one. And I have my little tidy tray, so let's ink this up with our VersaMark. I think I pretty much got that. So I'm using my Ranger Superfine Black Detailed Embossing Powder. And if you have any stragglers, the best thing I find is either this or one of those micro brushes, and you can just get rid of them. And we can put everything back in our tidy tray. And I also clean out my tidy tray using my powder tool just to make sure, so because I'm going to be using whites and glitters and things, I want to make sure there's no black residue in there. You can use a dryer sheet, that will work too, but I'm just going to go around all of those little corners and make sure that's all gone. Let's put this lid back on. And I'm going to be using my Wagner heat tool today as well. So that's our first layer done, and now we can work out where we want to put our snowflakes. So let's try these out. We can put one up here. Actually going to move this out a little bit. Over here. just going to play with placement as well on the bottom half. I'm going to do my bottom half first and then we'll work out our top half. So I'm going to press this down. Make sure that's in the right place. So my magnets seem to have gone walkabout this morning, so I'm just going to do it by eye. Again, I'm going to press out my VersaMark onto my stamps here. I'm going to stand up for this one because they're super detailed, and I'm just pressing these in. And I use the palm of my hand as though I'm kneading a piece of dough or bread, something like that. We can take those away. Let's grab our tidy tray. So you have a couple of options with Snowflake's embossing powder. There's this lovely Snowflake tinsel embossing powder. Actually today I'm going to try out this new Cloud 9 from Wow. Look at all of that sparkle in there. See if I can move it to there. It'll focus in. So much sparkle in this one, which I thought would be perfect for these cards. You can see there all of that sparkle. It's also got a nice grey tint to it, so it really shows up on that white. Sure that looks cooked everywhere. So now we can work on the bottom half of our card, and it's also got a great texture to it. I just ran my finger over it and you can still see all of that lovely shimmer, but it's also got a silvery look to it, so you can see that on there too. So for that I'm going to grab the acetate. This is the acetate that was on the back of the stamps, and the reason I'm doing this is so I don't have to clean them in between, because they've got VersaMark on, so anywhere that they go will be sticky. However, if I do it this way, it's not going to get on my card at all. I'm going to put this one here. I'm going to grab this one because we didn't use it. I'm just going to put half of this one, I think, in there. So you can see here, you can really play about with the placement and some of the different options you have. I like that there. So again, you can just pick this up. It's going to take the acetate with it, but that's absolutely fine. And you can just peel it off this side. And that's why I keep those acetate pieces. They're also great to use as window sheets. You'll find if you keep them in a little package like I do with my supplies, you'll use them for all sorts of things. And again, I'm going to give it a really good press down because I want to make sure I get all that stunning detail out the stamps. Again, we'll put all of that lovely embossing powder on here. Give it a gentle tap on the edge. Give it a gentle tap on the other side too. Little flick on the back. Love how this is coming out. I'm going to use my lovely tidy tray to put this straight back in there. And whilst I give it a little bit of a tap to get as much back in as I can, you'll see you do get some residue of the glitter in there. And again, I'll just clean that out with my powder tool before I use it again. So that's our finished base panel. I'm going to just put my stumps to the side into my cleaning pile. And let's take our panel. I just think one bit is not quite cooked. Happens to us all, we think it's done and we put our finger in it and it isn't. So if that happens to you, don't worry. So I already have pre-cut. I have my card base here in the white. I have a piece of black and I also have a piece of white foam that I'm going to use to pop up this whole panel. I also wanted to try out the idea of using some twine or maybe some red ribbon on this piece as well. So let's see how that looks. This is the Lawn Fawn Christmas twine. It's quite pretty. Let's see how the red ribbon looks. And this is just red ribbon I had in my stash that I think was Stampin' Up from a couple of years ago. I think we'll put it on the bottom layer, but I'm going to put the foam on first. So I'm going to use my Tonic Funky Tape Runner here. I'm going around the edges and I'm going to put a bit through the middle as well, just so it doesn't gape anywhere on that foam. And now we can put it on top, like so. Let's now take our ribbon. And I did do a video a while back that somebody asked for on tying bows and things. Might be time for us to refresh that in time for the holidays, and we are going to do a gift wrap series as well, so with lots of gift wrap ideas. And let's put this there. This is quite chunky ribbon, but I just like the white edge on it. I thought it brought the card together nicely. And I have to say I don't have a lot of ribbon in my stash. And I do have a pair though of ribbon scissors, and I use them for twine and things as well. These are Gingham scissors. They're super sharp. I'll link these up. These stay in my drawer. They do not touch anything else. Then we can add it onto our black panel, and I'm actually going to put the tape onto this black panel, just leaving a little bit of a border, just because of the 3D element that that bow has added would make it a little bit more difficult. Put that onto there. Then we can fold our card base in half. And you can see we're going to add that onto there as well. So I'm going to do the same thing, just put my tape down, leaving a little bit of a border. And again, we'll stick this down. And there is our finished card. So look at all that gorgeous sparkle. You can also see on your screen right now some pictures we have taken. Do check out all of the new Whimsy releases. Of course, all your supply link lists are under this video, as is a link to the Hedgehog Hollow blog where you can find all these pictures to pin to your Pinterest, or you're welcome to save them or share them with your crafty friends. And I will be back very soon with another Whimsy Wednesday. We also have right now going on the 31 Nights of Halloween for October. So I will be there later in the month doing a My Night, and some of the girls will be there with theirs as well. So do check out those every single night. Plus there are giveaways going on throughout the month of October. We also have Freebie Friday here on the Hedgehog Hollow blog. So again, you can follow that link below the video. Do hit the subscribe button. We are nearing that 10,000 subscriber mark for a wonderful giveaway event that we will be having. And I will see you again very soon. Thank you so much for joining me today. Happy stamping, and I'll see you soon. Bye.